Hello, 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 guys, and welcome back to Power 30, where we talk about just a little bit of things within 30 minutes. Happy Juneteenth. If you're out already, have fun. Hope you had your head wrap or scarf or something Afrocentric today. Even if it's original American Indian, we love that too. I just want to say hi. How have you been? I know I didn't post anything yesterday, but we're here. So I'm going to be short and brief today on our Power 30. I don't even think this is going to be 30 minutes today. It's going to be less than that because I got to head out. I have plans. So I just want to say, let's talk about direction. Okay. So I don't think a lot of people have direction. In my last episode on YouTube, I talked about credit and we talked about putting kids on a credit card and all of that good stuff, right? And in my other previous podcasts, we talked about on Mind Your Business, we talked about actually having a plan, right? So I'm going to talk about direction. Now, if I'm going to build a house, um, and I shouldn't use that as an example. Let me say if I have to go to Trinidad, and I love Trinidad. That's where my whole family's from, and I grew up there. But if we had to go to Trinidad and we had to plan a trip, we needed to know what direction we were going to be in, right? And not so us, we just needed to know what form of transportation we were going to take. But the pilot needs to know what direction we need to be in, right? So the pilot needs to know, am I going to go southwest, southeast, north? So many times in life, I think those things are out of our control, right? Direction for flights and stuff like that. But almost all the time, we usually leave direction up to a spouse, or we leave direction up to a manager, or we leave direction up to um, everybody else but you, right? Direction is supposed to be you. You're supposed to know where you need to go and what you need to be and how you're going to get there. That's what you need to do as a person, as a human. What direction am I going into? This part of it is really, 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 for me, I depend on my faith. I depend on God. I ask Him for direction all the time because usually it leads to delays if I don't have like a definite direction. Now, before, if you didn't lean on God and you just want to do it yourself, it's kind of hit or miss. Sometime you can really get into that space where, boom, direction is there, you kind of lucked up because you listen to somebody else. But then sometimes it's not, and you delay for years, not knowing where you were really supposed to be and where that leads to prosperity or love or happiness and joy. You just didn't know, right? Because you were only leaning on your own understanding. So I just always ask God for directions because I never want to delay. I think my time is precious, and I always talk about time management on everything. I talked about time management on my Mind Your Business because I think it's a really important thing. We only have a certain amount of years on earth, and I do not want to waste my time on anything. I don't want any delays unless that, I'm here to learn, there to learn something or get information that's going to help me in my next journey. But I never, ever, ever want to delay. Delays always lead you down the wrong path. You're almost always miserable. You're almost always like just wandering. And it's just not cool. It's just not cool. I've been there and I hate I don't usually use that word a lot, but I just hate delays. I just hate people, that the things, I shouldn't say the people, I should say the things that waste time. You know what I mean? Especially getting to your success. and true purpose. I have a big deal with that. So, in order to get direction, I usually go to my Heavenly Father. Um, but, I'm not biased here. Whoever you worship, I am, okay with it. I just happen to worship Jesus Christ. Okay. And that's it. So I would, direction usually comes from faith, in your faith. No matter what it is, it comes from faith. Um, I usually say my disclaimer, but I didn't. I am not a financial advisor. I only express the things that help me in life, and my family and my success. And I would like to say I did pretty well for myself at 45, but I just wanted to say I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. The things that I do say here is things that have happened in my life that I appreciated and I want to share with you. And hopefully it'll help you. Okay. Um, so today wasn't so much on finances, it was all about direction. But if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get there. And if success and prosperity and wealth is what you need and what you um, is what your heart desires, then if you don't have a plan and direction, you're really not going to get there. Okay. So, you're not. It's going to delay. Some people die. They have these thoughts and dreams and they never write it down. They never plan anything. And then they never ever get the direction and actually the action and the movement in the direction that they need to go in. So then it almost never happens. And we see that all the time. So today I implore you, I empower you, I encourage you to please have a plan, number one, and please um, just get some direction. Once you have a plan, the direction will come. You'll know exactly where you need to go and how to get there. Um, and please don't lean on your own understanding. Most of these times, these things are divine. Sometimes you just need help from your faith, and you might be ignoring it. Okay? So, with that said, it's a short episode today. I know it's a holiday. So I just want to say happy Juneteenth. Enjoy, everybody. Have a really good time. And this was a short Power 30. I should have said it's like Power 7 minutes. But I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.